Hello and happy Good Friday, everyone. I was not aware I had my microphone on there. I hope you guys are all having an excellent Friday evening so far. It is Friday, April 15th, and the time is just after 7:30 p.m. And I see a lot of people in the chat already. Bilal, Alex, COVID Hippo, Gertej, Marie Palmer, Kathleen. Vivian Johnson is here. Fong is here. Dave Elliott, Black Box, Brad Palmer, Wakio, Jeanette, Morales, Firestar Eyes, Sean, Michael Nguyen, Kathleen, Pak Young Min is here. Hello, Young Min. And everyone else, Whitby Dude and Sunjib. I hope you guys are all having a good start to the long weekend. A lot of stuff in the city is closed this weekend. And today was kind of a particularly not great day to go out because it was stupid windy. So maybe that would have been interesting, but I decided to hold off on going out and filming, and we just kind of did some video editing. I got the videos ready for tomorrow and for Sunday, and I heard there's a parade on Sunday for Easter in Toronto. So I think I'm going to get out and maybe record that, or at least some of the festivities around that. And as it is Friday, I will get a drink going here. I have my Junction Craft Brewery glass, and because my can is green, I'm going to pour it into a glass so it doesn't look like I'm drinking something see-through, but we're going to have a Goose Island IPA. This is a India Pale Ale, 5.9%. So this will be the drink that keeps me going tonight, and this is going to be the first of many tonight. I like how you can see through the can and the video plays, but on the other side of the can, you can't see my face. That's kind of interesting. I could change the layers on that. But anyways, let's get this beer flowing. The invisible can into the not so invisible glass. Is it enough? Oh, not quite. Almost got the whole can in here. And cheers. Happy Friday. All right. So I'm going to kick off by playing a video here. I wasn't sure if I was going to upload it or not, and then I ultimately decided not to upload it. But this one has my usual kind of voice intro and narration, so maybe I'll be a little bit quiet just at the start of this while we play, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves, of course. Feel free to ask me anything. I'm going to try not to talk over myself too much, but let's get it going. So this one, a few Thursdays ago, I went up to Richmond Hill on a live stream, and then I took the Viva bus back. So this is a video of the Viva bus ride, but I recorded it to be a regular video, not one of these ASMR videos that I play on Friday nights. So yeah, there's going to be some of me talking in this. So let's get it going. As if you see me looking over that way, I'm checking out the Jays because the Jays are playing. And if you're in Canada and you're a fan of, well, if you're anywhere, but especially if you're in Canada and you're a fan of MMA, there's an amazing card tonight that's free on YouTube, on Bellator's YouTube channel. Anyways, let's get the video started here. Hey everyone, it is Thursday, April 7th. The time is just after 2:30 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 11 degrees Shrink Celsius. Myself down a little bit. And I'm here along Yonge Street, and this would be the city of Richmond Hill. And this here is Carville Road. And just across the street over there is Hillcrest Mall. And I just finished recording the video through there. And I'm making my way back into the city of Toronto. Clayton Crawford is here. I just recorded a live stream that started just south of Yonge and Steeles. Yeah, we're in York region. And I made my way north. Ali is here. Up through Thornhill, and that passes through the cities of Markham and Vaughan, and then I ended up here in the city of Richmond Hill. I just paused it for a sec. If you're wondering, once they get on the bus, I do shut up, so this is not a narrated bus ride. Vivian Johnson says, congratulations on 70,000. 70,000 subscribers. I think we hit that a while ago, but thank you, Vivian. What I did hit today was 16 million video views. So this channel has 16 million views in total, and I have one video that is about 1,200 views away from being my first ever 1 million viewed video. So yeah, probably my only ever, but it'll... Oh, I just got a unstable connection loss error. But it appears to be working fine. I don't know what that unstable connection error was all about. Let me check the stream health here. Anyways, I'm going to go back to playing this, but thank you, Vivian. You're way behind. And according to my transit app here, there's a bus coming in about 1 minute and 54 seconds. Oliver Warmflash. Nice busway that runs down the middle of Yonge Street, at least through Richmond Hill. And they've also just a collapsible green screen. I've been quite impressed with if you look up Elgato retractable green screen, you'll pretty much find it. And do a video exploring this area. Oops, I left it on. I'm not sure if I have to press a button here. There we go. To trigger the crossing. This is very much deep into suburbia. Hello, Marg H. Correct, Clayton. Hello, JD. So my plan is just to catch the bus and ride it south. Hopefully I can get a clear view out the window. It isn't easy. There's also a bus stop just across the street on this side, and I saw a white bus. I sure spent a lot of time just standing here at the start of this video. I thought I got on the bus quicker than this. With how transit works here in the York region. In fact, this will be my first time ever on one of these blue Viva buses. Although I did see a busway like this along Highway 7 in the city of Vaughan. Whitby Dude, it's on the you can see it on my front page under popular vids. You can see the bus I'm trying to catch. And Clayton. And this stop is called 16th and Carville, I guess because that's 16th Avenue on the east there. And there's a South Hill shopping center on that side, and on the left here is Carville Avenue. And you do pay for this bus with a Presto card, so that's the same as Toronto. This is exciting. There's no fare integration, so I'm going to have to pay a double fare here. Zach McNally, hello. And I have to put my mask on. So I think I have to tap my card here. Thank you, Ital Canadian. Paid $388. $388. This is kind of like a luxury bus. Here it comes. Oh, and it appears to be quite busy, actually. Here at the back. All right, I think I'm going to be quiet from here on out on the bus. Thoughts on the Pixel 6? It's a good phone. It wasn't good for me from a streaming point of view, and I haven't really looked at OnePlus. I think OnePlus is now more of a premium phone. And I'm looking at my Presto charges from my GO train trip, and I paid $370, and then I paid $375. So my trip to Clarkson in Mississauga was $745. Then coming back when I tapped, it charged me $0. Then it charged me $1.31. So I only paid $8 pretty much to go round trip. Is that right? With GO Transit, I guess maybe because it was like within a 2-hour window or something, but it did not charge me the full fare coming back. That's pretty crazy. I wasn't aware that you could do that. I'm going to be making a lot more GO train trips if, like, I'm looking at my thing here. It says fare payment $370. That's when I tapped on. When I tapped off, fare payment $375. Then when I tapped on at Port Credit, it says fare payment $0. Then when I tapped off at Union Station, it says fare payment $131. Yahia says that's right. That makes Go Trains a lot more appealing. And I saw Fans Buses Gaming saying my green screen was better than his fake one. Yeah, those fake ones not very good. You need to use the real thing. It's not Union, it's Onion Station. Why would that be? Gertej, partying tomorrow night. Sweet. Happy Easter to you, Patricia Brooks. No meat today. You know what? I didn't eat meat today. I had a bowl of cereal. Then I had a PB and raspberry jam sandwich for lunch with some grapes and a banana. And then for dinner, I made myself some bolognese sauce spaghetti. But I didn't know, but the spaghetti sauce I bought is vegan bolognese. So it's all like plant-based protein. Truthfully, it's kind of bland. It doesn't taste very good, but hey, it is what it is. I did not eat meat. There we go. So I'm going to ask a question about this video. I just posted a quick poll here. How much does this green screen is legit? Well, it's really the lights that do all the work. Johnny Cooks, or do we get a Stumbles Cooks? Maybe. Conhecendo from Brazil. Hello, and welcome to the chat. And thank you for your support as a member, and I apologize for not pronouncing your name correctly. I know I didn't. I don't know Fans Buses Gaming. I'd have to see your room in order to determine that. But you can see how like the glass is kind of, it's kind of cloudy. Like I just wasn't pleased with how it looked, so that's why I decided to not upload this video. But maybe if I ever find myself lazy with no videos, I could always pull it out of my back pocket and just put it up. JD, the 9bot is great. I did not inflate my tires for a few weeks because I put them up to, they recommend 33 to 37 PSI. And I initially inflated them to 55, knowing you lose about 4 or 5 when you take the valve off. A lot of people online said they did that. They'd fill it up to 55 and then that would effectively give them 50. But my PSI was down near 20 after like 3 or 4 weeks. So I just put that back up. So hopefully, I think the ride won't be as smooth with the firmer tires, but I should get better mileage. Maybe you should try a folding bike as well. I have too many bikes. And technically my e-bike is a folding e-bike. Clayton says this is the Richmond Hill bus terminal. If you go off the bus, you can walk over the skywalk and come down the other side. There's a GO train station. Thanks for the info, Clayton. That is neat. And there's a famous players at Silver City. Comment Lord did not eat meat today. I didn't know you're not supposed to eat meat today. But I don't normally follow rules like that anyways. It's just a coincidence that I didn't eat meat. Allie says chopping onion sucks. You know, I'm a freak. I like onions. My parents used to have a sandwich shop when I was a kid, and whenever they would dice up the onions, I could just not get enough of that. I would always like sneak raw onions too and eat it. Fans Buses Gaming says, is there going to be a stream on Sunday? I think so. I think so. Novell says, you have to check the tires and often top up every 50 to 100K. Yeah. I guess the good thing is I kind of overinflate them, so that buys me a little more time until they get lower. Susan says, next time Johnny's in Markham, visit Thornhill Village and Unionville. Those are on the list, and I might just take a GO train out to Thornhill Village. Rodrigo, we are having this see-through can. This magical see-through can that somehow makes my face disappear, but you can see what's behind it. Transportation land. I'm not going to hack it. I think it goes 30 kilometers per hour at top speed. That's really more than enough, and I wouldn't want to hit it. It doesn't have a suspension, so I really wouldn't want to hit like a pothole in case I had a moment of inattention going any faster than that. And also, I don't think a bicycle helmet would suffice. So I rarely even go 30 kilometers per hour. I tend to go about 22 to 24 most of the time. So no, I have no desire to up the speed on an e-scooter. Sorry, not that much of a thrill seeker. We'll keep it safe and kind of steady. And for filming, unless it's like a big open stretch of road with nothing to look at, I think it's pretty clear that people prefer it to go a bit slower so they can see around. So I really don't have any desire to push the scooter up to like extreme speeds. Fans Buses Gaming, $1. Thank you, Fans Buses Gaming, for your super chat. And let me know, or maybe just announce through your community tab when you're going to do that Go Train live stream. I'm curious to see how that turns out. JD says monitor the tire pressure every ride. That's a big ask, because it's a whole ordeal. But I guess you could just pinch them with your hands to make sure, which is what I kind of do. Alex has never been to Markville before, but would like his best friend to give him a tour since she lives in Markham. Go for it. Fans Buses Gaming, it's appreciated. No need. No need to feel ashamed. Status of the Ontario line, shovels barely in the ground, so we have no idea. You can tell when a man is over 40 because he stops prioritizing speed over safety. I think it's, unless you're on one of the beefy scooters with the suspension in the front and back, I think it's pretty dumb to go faster than 30 on something like the 9bot Max, unless you're on like perfectly smooth roads. Conhesendo says, if Brazilians discover this channel, the number of subscribers will increase greatly. They are very much welcome to come join in on the community. And Patricia Brooks, that is very, very, very sad news. I'm sorry to hear that. Comment Lord says apparently line 2 is closed at the east end for... Oh, so they're starting the to connect to Kennedy Station. Well, it is an ordeal for me when you have so much stuff to prepare. Just one more thing to do on the way out. Most people just kind of hop on their stuff and go. I do check my bike tire quite often. I would say about once a week or so. But I do ride with a bit lower pressure on the fat tire e-bikes than what they like. And there's a range of pressure, and I put that on the low side. It just makes it a smoother ride. So I do check it just because I don't really want to go below that. And if you're wondering, we are looking out, since we're going south on Yonge, we are looking out the west side of the bus. And we are going through Thornhill, just looking at a bunch of trees. And an old schoolhouse, I think. How much doesn't that kill the battery? It makes it... It's not as good when you don't have full tire pressure, but the trade-off is a smoother ride. And when I'm live streaming, I want that smooth ride because I don't use a gimbal to stabilize my streaming phone. Matt says no sound. There should be sound. Microphone is working. Sound from the bus is working. What do you mean no sound? Clayton Crawford says a pub is coming up. Jeanette Morales. For a large, fluffy marshmallow peep. I don't even... What is that? What is that? Fluffy...
For a large, fluffy marshmallow peep. Smiley face. Hatching chick.
I just Googled marshmallow peep. Jeanette, thank you so much for the $15. Oh, those are cute. I didn't know what those were, but they are cute. Can I get those on Amazon? Should I order one and then show it off on a Sunday night stream? Marshmallow peep. Candy cane peeps. Oh, they're all kinds of candy. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you very much for your super chat. And thank you again. Last night I did an e-scooter stream on the Stumbles channel, and thank you for your super chat as well there, Jeanette. Shoppers sells it. You can hook me up, says Susan. Oh, if I could just get it from Shoppers, I can just go across the street. Wing Zero says, I hope in the future you do a Tokyo stream. I very much hope in the future I do a Tokyo stream. I absolutely love Tokyo. They featured Peeps on Friends. I don't remember that. Michelle Briggs, I have never come across from this in my entire life. Cadbury eggs, yes. Cadbury mini eggs, yes. I think Cadbury mini eggs might be next to After Eight. Dinner Mints might be the single greatest chocolate candy of all time. But I'm gonna have to try these Peeps. Thank you, Jeanette. Brazilians like YouTube a lot, especially gringos. Sorry for anything. I'm using Google Translator to try to interact. No worries. No worries. Amaj says, I hope you do a pub crawl stream. Didn't Ottawaks do that on St. Patrick's Day in Ottawa? You can't really stream inside pubs, though, because they're playing music. And my stream would get taken down, or I'd get busted for that. Marg H says, got a bag of mini eggs, stuffing her face with them right now. Jeanette says, I was addicted to After Eight chocolate mints as a child. You and me both. That was my favorite part about Christmas. Whenever we had company over, or when it was time to like sit down as a family with my grandparents or my aunt and uncle, and we'd all just sit around a coffee table and they would talk adult things, but there was that box of After Eights on the counter every single time. I would just eat the living heck out of those things. And we are looking at what appears to be an office park. And we are getting south, so we're almost in the city of Toronto, actually. Thank you, Imran. Ron V, happy Easter. You don't have Peeps in Canada. Apparently we do. Susan says we have them on or at Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm going to have to go see if I can pick some up this weekend. But thank you very much for your...
Easter. You don't have Peeps in Canada?
Thank you very much for your support, Ron V. And apparently we have them. And apparently I just buried myself in a closet somewhere or under a blanket and didn't pay attention my whole life. But I will venture out and find out what these Peeps are all about later. Someone is asking what the video is tomorrow. I go through Scarberia tomorrow. So yes, we have a Scarborough-based video. And then Sunday should be a GO train ride. And I actually, unlike this one where I just sat in the bus and pointed the camera out, I actually yapped away on that one. So that's a narrated GO train ride. Susan says Shoppers and Rexall carries it. And Dollarama. Ooh, Dollarama. That's even better. Vans, buses, gaming. No obligation to give anything. You're good. You're good. And Vladdy Jr. single up the middle. Toronto 2, Oakland nothing. Bottom of the third with 2 out. Vladdy Jr. also went oppo in the first inning. He hit a blast. Alex says, looking forward to those vids tomorrow. Wing Zero, Johnny, have you been to Tokyo? I've been to Tokyo about 7 or 8 times. I have a love-hate relationship with Tokyo. I absolutely love it, and I love every second that I'm there, but my wallet don't. It's not a cheap city. And as someone who tries to travel frugally, it's always a challenge. I've found a few hotels. There's one in Koreatown that I like to stay. You can actually just walk to Shinjuku from there. I think it's a pretty good one, and I found one in Shibuya that's pretty good. And by cheap hotel, I mean like $100 a night. Tokyo is not a place where you can thrift on a vacation. Definitely go to Osaka for that. And we're now in Toronto. We have crossed south of Steeles, and that is the soon-to-be dead Centrepoint Mall we're looking at. This is reading some of your messages. Lisa, hello. Congrats on getting some artwork up in the Ago, or a picture. Is that art? Is it picture art? I don't know. Either way, that's better than I've ever done. Although Tom Green got some stuff up in the National Art Gallery by putting his own art on the wall there. And then he defaced it and got in trouble for it. Novell says it's hard to find a hotel for 100 even in Toronto. It depends. When you, like, in Bangkok, $100 a night can get you a pretty decent boutique hotel that was probably really nice 20 years ago, and they just let it age and turn into a budget hotel. But yeah, $100 in Toronto is not getting you much, and in Tokyo, it's really not getting you much. How long are your stays in Tokyo? The longest I've been there was a week, but I lived in Seoul, so I would go over there and back quite often. And I've been to Tokyo twice since I lived in Canada, actually, as well. Ring Zero says when he travels alone, he stays in the hostel. Ooh, I think I outgrew hostels when I hit my late 20s. I was like, shared bathroom? No, thanks. Give me my own room. I'll pay whatever they want. Fans Buses Gaming will be back. Hello, Naughty Brown. Yeah, he says, why does this area seem familiar? I believe we are in fabulous Newtonbrook, Ontario right now. I think that's where we are. Or Newtonbrook, Toronto. So this is the area just north of Willowdale. Susan has seaweed turtle chips as a snack. Man, I am so looking forward to tonight's MMA card. Patricia says, very windy Good Friday. Yeah, it was windy enough. I looked out of my balcony and I just saw like tree branches blowing all over like crazy, and I was like, I'll try to get out and make a few videos tomorrow. I can hear the wind now. It's nuts. And I tried to or I'll try to get out on Sunday, and I'll maybe get I don't know if I should stream the Easter parade. I don't really know what to expect of it, or if I should just make a video, but we'll do something. It's the beer getting through me. Scary windy on the QEW at Niagara. I imagine over the Sky Bridge especially. Comment Lord saw me out of his condo when this was filmed. Oh, when I was walking up Yonge Street. Apparently there's an Easter parade. Let's Google that. Someone told me, and I just took it as gospel. Beaches Easter Parade Toronto. The Beaches Easter Parade is the longest running. I gotta go all the way to the beaches. April 15th through April 17th. The Easter Parade is on Sunday, April 17th. You know what? I never have good streaming quality in the beaches. It's always kind of flaky. Oh, that is so far and annoying to get to. Parade starts here, parade ends here. I guess... And it starts at 2 p.m. I guess I'm going to go there and just make a video. I won't stream it just because the...
Alright, so I just got dumped off here
Okay.
at the Viva bus terminal.
I just noticed I got off the bus. I'm going to go change a light bulb. Not really, but maybe. But I'll let you guys watch the rest of this video, which should be narrated. I'll be back in a few minutes, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to have to head on in to Finch Station, and I'm going to walk down to the subway platform and head south. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to pay another fare. We have the York Region buses and GO buses on the left here. And the TTC Toronto bus terminal is just across the street. I've got to put my mask back on. So we can enter here. Near the start of the bus ride, my camera, or rather the SD card in my camera, was running out of memory space. Fortunately, it happened at a stop that seemed to last several minutes. I was able to delete some older files off the camera or off the SD card and resume recording. So Finch is the terminal station, although there are plans to extend this subway line north up to Richmond Hill. I think it'll be just short of where I started this one. I think it'll be at High Tech Road, where the new northern terminus will be.
Yoink.
There's a Tinny's.
And we're back as I head down to the Line 1 platform.
This is turning into an expensive transit day for me. I don't have a monthly pass this month, so I'm trying to use the e-scooter or e-bike a little more than usual.
Indeed, I do, Brad. I'm going to be having a few more of these later tonight for the fights. And we'll be doing a premiere tomorrow.
And I'll be heading south.
Yeah, Ken had some problems. How? I don't remember that. What were his problems about?
And there does not yet seem to be a train here. Looks like it'll be this platform. Here it comes. And I hope you enjoyed this ride on the Viva York Region bus, starting at Richmond Hill, heading south down here at Finch Station. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below.
Vivian Johnson and Marg H. Having a very interesting conversation. I was just reading. Oh, Ken's Presto card had a problem. Chris Mills says kale is the worst. I don't mind kale in a smoothie, but just eating it by itself, yeah, it's pretty bad. And that's the end of the video. Vivian Johnson says, did you see the... I'm missing part of it. Tech Needs Tea is here. Tech Needs Tea. You just missed the best video of all time, and we will not be replaying it. Lisa likes kale. Did I sneeze? Maybe at the end of the video. I don't know. I didn't. Maybe. Why is the video audio not subway sounds? I don't know. Maybe the audio didn't line up properly. Beats me, folks. But last Friday night on one of these streams, I was playing a video and it got kind of... well, it got cut off because I ended the stream at 9:30, so I have the rest of that video to play. Where is it? If I turn this off and I turn this off, or if I turn this on and I move it below here. So this is picking up where we left off on the video from last Friday. Oh, hell no, kale is not for me. I would always put kale or spinach in my morning breakfast smoothies, but I have not had one of those breakfast smoothies in a while. Tex says she is famous. And hello to all 185 of you or so. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. This is the... I should play some music since this is annoying. Or the sound from this is annoying. But thank you. Hit the like button. It really does help when you guys hit likes on the live streams. Only if you like it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. And the Johnny Stumbles channel, 6 is my magic number. This channel just hit 16 million views. The Johnny Stumbles channel is just shy of 6,000 subscribers. And I have been live streaming on there a bit more than usual. I've been doing some scooter rides, and I have one more streaming configuration to test. So there'll be another live streaming test coming up at some point next week on the Stumbles channel as well. So thank you guys for your support. Sorry for advertising my own stuff, but most other YouTubers I've noticed do it a whole lot more than I do. So I should remind myself to do that every once in a while. That S, your name is hard to read off the tongue. That S58 mate. M4, I can't even know that. See the Ride 1 Up Prodigy e-bike. Looks pretty slick. I will see that. Ride 1 Up Prodigy e-bike. Let's see what you're talking about. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I'm not seeing front suspension though. That's, for me, that's a deal breaker with just because live streaming, the suspension makes all the difference in the world. When I'm on the e-scooter, I can kind of use my knees, and like when I see a bump, and I can kind of just get into an athletic stance and start to smooth things out a bit that way. But on the bike, you're at the mercy of the suspension of the bike. So I really want to have those shocks up front. But it looks like a cool bike. Looks kind of stealthy too. It doesn't really look like an e-bike. Techniques T says to find it, click the thumbs up and it will take you to the link. Are you still planning to e-bike the entire length of Yonge Street sometime? I just need to find someone who's going to drive my ass in the e-bike up there. And then I will do it. What's your opinion on the Rad 5 bikes? I like all of Rad bikes, actually. I think it's a pretty badass company. Vivian says, Johnny, did you see Ken's video today? The one where the police pulled over a car on their horses? Yes, I did. I spent my whole day, pretty much my whole day, just watching YouTube on my couch. Isn't it weird? I have Amazon Prime Video, I have Netflix, Disney Plus, and Apple TV, and Crave. And I just watched YouTube all day with all that stuff at my disposal. Susan says, is it snowing in the video? Yeah, this was a few weeks ago. So we are, I believe I am heading west on Dundas Street. And this is a look behind me. So this would be a look to the east. Novel says we've had e-scooter rentals in Nova Scotia. I say try it. You're welcome, Devin. Anyone have YouTube TV? I have YouTube Premium. I just caved. I watched so much YouTube that it just got annoying skipping ads, and on my smart TV I can't install an ad blocker. So I just bit the bullet and I subscribed to YouTube. Vivian says, same here, Johnny, since watching you and Ken. I only watch YouTube. Vivian, addicted to the walk-in channels. We very much appreciate it. Vivian, definitely. Ooh, that sucks, Randy. That sucks. Yeah, I imagine a two and a half year old would be a handful. DMG says, love your channel, Johnny. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, DMG. Oliver says, looks like you're at a go-kart. Karim says, I love you. Wow. Very kind words rolling in. Although, I sadly was not in a go-kart. I would love to ride on a go-kart, but I think the police might actually do something. They'll let you on an e-scooter. They don't really care. They'll let people on like actual Vespa-looking e-bikes ride in the bike lane. But if you rode a go-kart, you're probably pushing your luck too much. You'd probably get in trouble. YouTube TV is $60 2 month. Yikes. I don't know. YouTube. How much is YouTube Music? If YouTube Music comes with YouTube Premium. Because I don't have Spotify. I just kind of do it the old school way. Load up on MP3s. So if I get YouTube Music, YouTube Premium will come with it. Sweet. And Marg H is $4.99. Sweet. Yeah, Devin, no helmets is pretty dumb on a scooter. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. But Oh yeah, so if you have YouTube Premium, the way it works is it doesn't show you ads, right? So if you're wondering, do creators still make money on that? So it does. It gives us a slice of that. Let me pull up my analytics here. So if I go into my stats here, revenue, it gives you your estimated ad revenue. So this is purely YouTube. So this does not include Patreon, does not include PayPal, does not include anything else, all that other stuff I have to add up when I do my taxes. This is purely YouTube. My estimated ad revenue is 64.7%. Transaction revenue for me is 30%. So transaction revenue is basically super chats and super stickers. And my YouTube Premium revenue is 4.6%. So that's actually pretty high. That, to me, would kind of indicate that roughly 4.6% of the population uses YouTube Premium, which is surprisingly high. I didn't think they'd have that big of a catch rate. But yeah, roughly rounding up, 65% comes from ads, 30% comes from super chats and super stickers, and 4.5% comes from YouTube Premium. So if you like the idea of supporting your favorite creators, but you also don't want to watch ads, so you buy YouTube Premium, you're still supporting the people you watch. And I guess it just gives it proportionately based on who you watch the most would probably get more of your share of the YouTube Premium revenue. I haven't really looked into that, but that's how it works. It's kind of interesting. Viewer gender. 27.5% of my viewers are female. 72.5% are male, and I guess it divides everything by male and female. There's no other, but that's how YouTube presents it to me, so that's how they present it. Viewer age. 1% of my views are 13 to 17-year-olds. 17% are 18 to 24. 29% are 25 to 34. 20% 35 to 44. 14% 45 to 54. 10% 55 to 64. 9% 65 and older. Since I'm dealing with my stats. Geography, Canada. 40% of my views come from Canada. I wonder where Brazil's going to be on here. All right, Tech Needs Tea. You're going to go eat. Just stopped in for a bit. See y'all Sunday. I love you dropping the y'alls, Tech Needs Tea. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Canada at 41%. The United States, 12%. India, 8%. The United Kingdom, 3.2%. Brazil, 2%. Pakistan, 1%. Germany, 1%. Hong Kong, 1%. Mexico, 1%. Philippines, 9%. And everything else is under 1%. The real unknown here is China, because everyone in China who does watch just uses a VPN because YouTube is banned there and they have to randomly pick another country. So they probably just pick the US because that gets them access to the most stuff. But 1.1% of my viewers come from Chile. Browse features. 43% come through browse features. 25% come through YouTube search. 14% come through suggested videos. 6% come through channel. Huh, that's interesting. And my most viewed video of all time got 26,000 views over the last month. So that guy is currently at 999,000 views. Friday Night Walk in downtown Toronto. It says 998 on the main page, but my actual analytics. So that's cool. We're within a few days of hitting 1 million views. You need that rear camera view for your motorcycle? Hey, buy a DJI Osmo Action. It's a really good action camera that's pretty cheap because it's a bit older now. And it's got the rock steady stabilization, and just buy a mount and clip it on the back of your bike. Hello, John Burke. I am well. Devin translated his about page to a few languages. You have a vague grasp on. Oh, like you manually did that? Somebody is trying to impersonate Ali BHG. Yeah. Let me know if you find that, and I can just ban that person. I'm not a fan. Chris Mills has become a member, upgraded membership to gold tier. Thank you, Chris Mills, for your support. If anyone tries to impersonate somebody, like, I don't like banning people. I'm a big proponent of free speech. We're all entitled to our opinions and beliefs. Don't really care as long as it's not hateful. You're welcome here. But if you're trying to impersonate someone else, that's not cool. So I will ban those accounts. So it was only on Ken's, but Ali BHG, if you have the link to that person's YouTube ID, send it to me. Just send me a DM, and I'll preemptively add them to both of my channels as a ban. What's the name of your nearly 1 million views video? It's Friday Night Walk in downtown Toronto. You can find it on the front page. Denise McCracken, I started watching me after seeing me with Action Kid. Oh, back when I was in New York in August. Awesome. Lisa Palmer was almost blown away. Yeah, it's very windy. Whippy Dude says, do you lose revenue if we hit skip ads? I think so, but I'm not here to tell other people what to do. And honestly, on one person watching one video skipping ads, like, that's negligible. Like, just, if you don't want to watch the ad, hit skip ads. I do that a lot. Alex remembers the Action Kid clone as a mod on Ken's channel. There's a fake Johnny Strides on Twitter. For the record, I do not use Twitter. I think Twitter is kind of a cesspool where it's just hyper politically minded opinions. Like, I don't really want to be a part of that particular platform, so I just kind of stick to Instagram, which kind of dovetails with what I do on YouTube a little better. At least it's visual. At least you can, stay out of all the political stuff if you want, and just kind of keep it to and I basically just post pictures there. That's all I do. So I think it's kind of the good compliment. I don't even know what I would do with a Twitter account. Like, am I supposed to post radical opinions there? Like, it doesn't really fit with what I do here at all. So I don't, like, no one cares what my opinions are, and I don't really care to share them unless it just comes out in video form. Randy C says, is Aljamain Sterling the legit UFC champ? Now he is. I personally scored that fight 3-2. I thought Jan had the first round, and I thought he had the fourth and fifth. And I don't think Sterling did enough in 2 or 3 to warrant a 10-8. He controlled the heck out of Jan, but he didn't really hurt him or damage him. So I get it. I get why he won the fight. So yeah, he is totally the legit champ, but I still think Yan should have won it. I think he had round one. And I'm really, really looking forward to watching Vadim Nemkov fight Corey Anderson, who I think one of those two guys is the best light heavyweight in the world. Maybe Yuri, but one of those two guys. And then we have Pitbull fighting AJ McKee tonight. And Aaron Pico's on the card. And there's Tyrell Fortune fighting Tim Johnson in a heavyweight fight. So I'm super pumped for tonight's fight card. Don't really care for the UFC card tomorrow at all. Hello, Wonderfeet. Welcome to, as I go on a weird MMA chat here. Thank you, Wonderfeet. Novell Cost says, if anyone wants to support a lot of YouTube creators without ads, there's also Nebula. Yes, I have a Curiosity Stream and Nebula. I have both. And I still watch their stuff on YouTube. I almost never open up Nebula, but I did subscribe to it. Comment Lord says, hi, do you think Jake Paul will fight Connor? Not while Connor still has real MMA fights to have. Randy C says Bellator doesn't promote properly. I think that's actually more of a Showtime issue, because Showtime has a really good boxing fight on this weekend, and they're not really promoting that either. So I don't know what's up with that, because like honestly, tonight's Bellator card is like as good as a UFC pay-per-view card. Like it's legitimately an awesome MMA card, and like nobody's heard about it. Nobody even knows it's on. But yeah, I think that's Showtime's problem. Jeanette says, see you on Sunday, Johnny and friends, going to eat dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Jeanette, and thank you for your support earlier. Sorry, I'm starting to slur my words. Jerry Lee says, hey. Thank you, Michelle. Pick a playlist and do that. I also have the 24/7 stream on the Stumbles channel. Now ASMR only. Wing Zero wants Jake Paul to box a real pro boxer. No, then he would get exposed and the party would be over. There'd be no more watching Jake Paul. Not really. He was more of a Vine star than a YouTube star. All right, that's enough fight talk tonight. And we are heading west, still on Dundas Street, through Regent Park. So we're into downtown now. If you're curious, I think I'm going to wrap this stream up around 9 p.m. I'd like to watch some prelim action. Nightbot, follow Johnny on his Instagram account. Thank you, Nightbot. Sorry, the beer is hitting me a little. This is Johnny Sits, not Strides. Does this chair have turbo speed? It does, Oliver. What's really freaky is if I play a video in reverse. It looks like maybe I'll do that after this. When are you upgrading to the S22 Ultra? You heard that the video quality is solid. By the way, username is said that S58 mate. All right, that S58 mate. You know, I'm going to set this round of upgrades out because my S20 FE is still going strong, and I'm using the iPhone as a webcam, and I have all these other like smartphones just lying around that still work. This is an S8 Plus. I have another S20, so I just can't justify. I would love to have the S22 Ultra. It's really, really good, but I can't justify it. It just doesn't do enough to upgrade anything that I do. COVID Hippo says Vine was the best. Randy C says the THC beer, you chugged 4 last night and was it? You would have been in for a pretty good time if you had 4 of those things. I quite enjoyed mine. Lisa says, thank you, Lisa. William, hello. Margaret H, I have not. Maybe, hopefully she's doing well. She lost her mom like a few weeks ago, right? JD has the original iPhone. Do you still use the original iPhone? All right, Clayton Crawford. Alejandra, do you ever get any of the Insta360 cameras? No, I never enjoyed watching the 360 videos myself, so I didn't really see the point in getting it. Novelle's been using the Huawei P20 Pro for 3.5 years now, and it's still brand new. I can't use a Huawei brand phone out of principle. Huawei was basically built on the stolen ghost of Nortel. Little Canadian history there. But yeah, not a fan of that company. But hey, if the phone is good, why not? Wing Zero watched a video last year with Jake Paul sparring with a pro boxer. He is. He's an amateur. We can all give phonetic spellings of our usernames. What would yours be, John? I'm curious there. Both Johnny and Ken were struggling. That S58, mate. I got it now. I got it. The rat who plays Danganronpa was another hard one that I always got wrong. You don't use the original iPhone, but it still works. The original iPhone almost hit the nail on the head, right? It was lacking the App Store. It was missing the one thing that made smartphones. But it did have like a massively upgraded camera, and it did bring that form factor into prominence. Now to make sure I'm awake, because I know I'm going to be drinking a lot. I'm probably going to hit the edibles. Alexa, wake me up at 8:50 a.m. Now I got to make sure I'm going to be up. Wake me up at 8:52 a.m.
Tomorrow at 8:52 a.m.
There we go. Nothing beats that one Lumina camera. Is that the webcam? Dude, 8:58. I gotta be able to make my coffee before I do that. William, I am doing well. 8:50 a.m. is too early for the weekend. We're gonna be doing a. I got a video to premiere. I think I'm going to put a title on the video that's going to make some people angry and probably... Yeah, let's do it. Let's make tomorrow's video look juicy. I also have a thumbnail that looks pretty cool. No offense to people who live in Scarborough, but I'm going to have a little bit of fun with the video I'm posting tomorrow. Hopefully not at your expense, because the video itself is pretty good. Ali BHG says, uh-oh. John Amir says, we've gone past Fillmore so many times, he feels like he should go inside. I've never been there. Which one do you think is a good option for beginners? DJI Pocket 2 versus GoPro Hero 9, says Eeg Mata. It depends on what you're doing. If you're riding a bike or something, maybe go with the GoPro. But other than that, I think the Pocket 2 is vastly superior. It gives you so many more options. And just because it's got the built-in gimbal. Although... the GoPro does have built-in stabilization, and it has horizon leveling, which is one of the biggest features of a gimbal, but it crops in order to do that. So yeah, go with I would recommend the DJI. Greetings, Johnny. How about an iPhone and a clear barrel over Niagara Falls? Seriously, just saying hi, Dave. Hello, Dave. I don't know about that one. If we put all of the iPhones over Niagara Falls, I think the world would be a better place once all the dust settles. What's going on there at that intersection? Patricia has a 1-month baby old budgie. And didn't you say you had a cat? Do birds and cats mix? DJI Osmo Pocket 2 was the best. It's pretty good. I'm looking forward to the third one. The third one will be coming out at the end of the year. Do you still make your banana and berry smoothies for breakfast, says Whippy Dude? You know what? I have stopped. The blade on my blender died. It's seized up. I ordered a new one from Amazon, and the new one just smokes up, even though it's supposed to be compatible. And I missed the return window. And since then, I've just gone off smoothies. So I'm going to have to revisit that and fix that at some point. You heard about that old Niagara barge. Did I miss something here? Good evening, Deborah Ball. Welcome to me floating through the streets of Toronto. Birds and cats do not fix. Cats eat small birds and big birds of prey eat cats. I think one of the bigger problems is whatever it is, when a cat touches a bird, that bird will almost always die. It's like whatever is in the saliva of the cat, which will often be on the paws. Once that gets into the blood system of a bird, like a cockatiel or budgie, it's pretty much a goner if you don't get it to a vet within like 30 minutes. I think that's the real issue, but hey, if you have a tame cat, maybe it works. I don't really know. Not an expert on that. Ottawa or Wanderer, Lisa, did you not get Buffy back? LBHG says people should not let their cat outside. I don't know about that. I think there's outdoor cats. Is this what people came to this channel for? Listening to my comments on things I have no idea what I'm talking about. You love birds. Did you ever watch the show Euphoria? No, I did not. Oh, I did not know that novella. I'll have to look that up. Big birds like hawks and eagles eat cats. I know birds of prey, even owls, will often swoop down and pick up anything that it can, including baby cats. I watched a documentary on a family of formerly domesticated cats living in Chernobyl, and they're basically now like wilded. They're living in the wild, like literally catching rats and stuff. And it's crazy. Their entire day is just avoiding birds swooping down and picking them up. All right, I'm going to be back in a minute. Enjoy the video. But yeah, I'll be back. Just one second. Yoink. Isn't it better when I'm away? Oh, we're still talking about cats and dogs. Susan says it's really windy. Yeah, I can hear the wind. Let me take this poll is irrelevant. So 61% of the people said I should still post that that bus ride. 15% said no, I shouldn't. 23% like to eat raw onions. And Lisa says weird chat tonight. And we're at 206 viewers. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Super duper appreciated. Although, truthfully, if we only had 2 viewers, I'd probably still be doing this just because it's a lot of fun. And we're over 100 likes. Thank you for... Are we? Is that truncated? We're at 146 likes. Sweet. Memeable need a COVID test today. Your throat is so COVIDy. You know, I did a COVID test yesterday. I woke up with like a really stuffy nose, and I had kind of like it felt like a chest cold. So I did my rapid test. Of course, it was negative. Every time I do those things, kind of secretly hoping that it's positive, because you're like, you know, let's just get this over with. And it's always negative. And like instantly the fluid fills up and it hits like the negative bar. It says it'll take like 15 minutes, but it literally takes 10 seconds to tell me that the result is negative. And it doesn't change over the next 15 minutes. But yeah, I think it's just from riding on my e-scooter and e-bikes through windy, cold conditions that kind of congest me. And I think it's a bit of allergies too, because it is that time of year. But I stayed in today. Nice warm day. Basically, I'm all fine. How did I record this? Asked someone. I just threw an action camera on the rear rack of my e-bike. Clayton Crawford, the dislike button does function. It just hides the results. But you can get a plugin that'll show you what it really says. Can I see this channel or this video already? If I go to live... If I click the video, will it? It's not showing me the dislikes yet. But when the video closes out, YouTube will show me the dislikes as well. So yeah, it hides dislikes from you guys, but it doesn't hide it from the YouTube creators. So we can still see it. And you can still see it too if you get a plugin. My favorite plugin is the one that changes Roger's speed or Roger's center to Skydome. Where did you buy your single speed? I bought this one at a co-op bike store called the Urbane Cyclist. And I think they're now on College Street. But yeah, so basically it's co-owned by most of the employees there, or some of the employees there at least. And I bought that back in like 2014. Johnny, would you ever adopt a cat? Probably not. I love cats. I think they're cool, but I'm more of a dog person. So if it came to it, I think I would get a dog. Ooh, I didn't know there was any protest today. Lisa says this is a cool view. You know what though? With this view, the encoder struggles with it a bit. You'll notice on these live streams when it's like a walking video or even on a bus ride, everything is a lot sharper around me. But when things are moving fast around me, it gets a little bit blurry. I've tried software encoding. I've tried hardware encoding. I've tried higher bit rates. But everything around like me and the floating chair gets a little bit pixely. See, now it should look perfect because we're stopped. But as soon as we start moving again, it's going to start to pixelate a little bit. So I think that's just a limitation of this live streaming codec and fast motion. It is what it is, just something I've noticed. Deborah Ball, trying to motivate yourself to start your homework. When is the homework due? There's 2 schools of thought, right? You kill that, and then you have the whole weekend to enjoy knowing that you didn't do it, that you did it. Or you do it at the last second, and then it's like a rain cloud over your head for the rest of the weekend. Have you ever thought about the camera falling off the back? No, it's on a mount. It's not going to fall off. I'm not too worried about that. Should do a wheelie at the end with this view. Maybe. Deborah Ball says it's due Sunday night. I say, suck it up, do it now, and then party all weekend. I was always a last minute person, but it would always make, like, my whole weekend leading up to like doing my homework at the last second on Sunday night would suck because I had that rain cloud over my head. But I always did my stuff at the last second anyways. Oliver JH says, cool format, something different. Yeah. This format came to be out of my dislike for walking around in extreme cold live streaming. It just... I was like, there's got to be a way to live stream and interact with everyone when I'm not freezing my butt off. So I started doing this kind of stream somewhat regularly from home. Like, the views aren't as good, but the viewer retention is actually a little better on these streams. So it's a trade-off, but I like it. I do it once a week on this channel, sometimes twice, and once a week on my other channel with a slightly different format. Deborah Ball kind of agrees, get it done. Yeah, you'll feel so good once you get it done. Did I just see Nikocado? No, you did not. That poor guy, he needs help from multiple different professionals. Yeah, I'm kind of like you, Lisa. I'm the ultimate procrastinator. Ooh. Blue Jays 2, Oakland still nothing. Bottom of the 5th, 2 out. Wonderfeet says it's much warmer in Miami. I would imagine there might be a few days in the summer when it's warmer here. Maybe spring and fall, but for the most part, yeah. I would imagine 98% of the time it is warmer in Miami than here. Ali says, depends on the work. If it's a paper, I do little by little. You would be surprised at how many of these videos, because I do daily videos, I edit and upload at like 1 or 2 a.m. the day before they're published. You can tell for sure when I haven't published the premiere. So sometimes like the premiere is not even available until like 2 or 3 a.m. That's because I haven't yet done it. I tend to always put things off. It's just part of who I am. I'm an inherent last-minute person. Marie Palmer says, I can't believe you're saying that because literally I would be the same. Well, I don't know why, but it was always that word deadline. Yeah, that's kind of... I think it's just the way we're programmed, right? Some people are just programmed differently than others. There's no right or wrong, right? Whatever. As long as we can live with ourselves in the end, who cares? But one thing is sometimes when you put things off to the last second, you realize they're not going to work out and you're screwed. Like I've had videos that I'm like, okay, I'm going to upload this video for tomorrow morning. Then I sit down to edit it and like the audio track is screwed up and I can't use it. Or like it's a rain video and there's just like the camera's just smeared the whole time and I can't use it. And I didn't realize it. And that's like, okay, do I have something else I can do instead of it? And usually I do, but when I don't, I end up just going out live streaming or not having a video. It's just, that's what I get for being a last minute person. Although I do have tomorrow's video and Sunday's video all ready to go. You're that cool cucumber when shit's going sideways. Thank you, Patricia. Here, let's make that a poll. Okay, I put up a poll. So let's see how many of you are procrastinators. Let's find out. This is more of a Johnny Stumbles kind of thing. Do you still do the game streams? We're going to bring them back next time Tech Needs Tea. We're going to play some Rat Bot Battle, but we don't do it a whole lot. But let's find out. Are you a procrastinator. 51% are, 46% aren't. Put me in the procrastinating class. The pro, you know, gas going up 12 cents tonight. Well, I'm a 41-year-old man with 2 e-bikes, 2 e-scooters, a bike, and no car. So as long as electricity... Well, I don't even care if electricity goes up. My utilities are included. But yeah, that definitely sucks for people that need to fill up their vehicles. The Mighty Bull, shout out from New York, Johnny. Shout out to New York from me. Thank you very much for the $4.99, The Mighty Bull. Thank you for the support. Wonderfeet, can I do this poll later? Yes, you can. But if you wait too late, you're not going to...
Shout out from New York, Johnny.
It's your fault. Did you do your taxes? Not only did I do my taxes, I paid that nasty 5-figure bill. The single biggest payment I've ever made in my life was doing my taxes this year because I didn't make installments last year. Yeah, that sucked. But no, I got that out of the way with. Lisa says collector. Ooh, it looks like Team Procrastination is winning. Go Team Procrastinate. And we are going north up Yonge Street, hurtling through Midtown on a route never before featured on this channel. The Yonge Street bike lanes. Easily the best thing that's ever happened under John Tory's reign in the city of Toronto is the addition of these Yonge Street bike lanes. Let's hope they stick and get expanded. Deborah Ball, did that really happen? That sucks. But you should have had photocopies, right? Mark H, when you were working, your job was time sensitive. Your life is now just the same. Do it yesterday. I did not see that streetcar almost derail. You can tell I didn't procrastinate on that topic this live stream tonight because I put it up 2 hours early. I was like, let's just get this over with. Let's make that thumbnail and get the live stream up. Randy C, all right. You're okay. I'm not going to repeat that, but have a great night, Randy C. Maroof, car gas went from 120 full tank to 160. What are you driving, Maroof? Are you driving a Hummer? Like, I've rented some SUVs before, and the most I've ever filled up from almost empty was like $70. Wow, gas prices must be out of insane. And get rid of that Hummer. Get yourself like a little Ford Focus or something. Jeez, that is bad. Speaking of bad, look at the bike lane under the bridge. That is bad. It's always scary going through there on the e-scooter with its little wheels. Chris Mill says filling his truck will be fun. No, the fun part comes when you have to pay for filling it, I believe. Yeah, I think I definitely feel for people that drive, and because it sucks just to have a daily expense just shoot up an astronomical amount. As much as I'm pro walking and cycling, I mean, the reality is a lot of people drive. They either have to drive or they choose to drive, which is their right if you can afford it. Why not? But like, this hike in prices is like, it's just insane. And I think it's putting some families into very difficult decisions in terms of their finances. So who's to blame? I think we kind of know who's to blame, but it still really sucks. Ali BHG says Hummers are ugly. No offense. Britney Spears is pregnant. Yes, she is. And she's out of her ridiculous conservatorship. Sorry, I probably said that wrong, but that was an insane situation for a fully grown-ass adult to be in to begin with. Not that I'm a fan of Britney Spears, but I am a fan of her controlling her own destiny and having her own freedom. So her whole situation sucked. But Never really been a fan of her music. If you keep your vehicle under 2,000 RPMs, you can save big on fuel. There's a life-saving tip. Hello, Aaron Hockey. You think Amanda Bynes? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. And we must be getting... Yep, there's Holy Chuck. So we are just entering the intersection of Yonge and St. Clair. Josh Madrano, we already talked about this, but I actually want Pitbull to win. I want AJ McKee to be humbled. I think he's a little too cocky asking $1 million a fight, but realistically, I think AJ McKee wins. I think Vadim Nemkov wins. I think Aaron Pico wins, and I think Tyrell Fortune wins. There's my prediction for tonight's card. Definitely watching. That's one of the reasons why I started the stream a little earlier. It's not too often you get a pay-per-view quality Bellator card on a Friday night, but hey, here we are. Not sure why they didn't promote it. Oh, She's the Man? I watched that movie. That movie was cheesy, but worth a few laughs. Joseph DeCruz is here. Hello, Joseph DeCruz. Unfortunately, we're nearing the end of the stream, but thank you for your support as a channel member. That is definitely appreciated, Joseph DeCruz. Yeah, Clayton, I've heard about that. Margate says, uh-oh, Oakland is threatening. Yeah, they are. I've been keeping my eye on that, but Jays are winning. Tough loss last night. The Ottawa Wanderer, Lisa Palmer says, I love the Batman. I was watching The Angry Video Game Nerd, who's a movie buff, and he called it the best of the Batmans. I have still not seen the Batman. But I was a huge fan of Birds of Prey, huge fan of the Joker. I think DC movies are a little better than Marvel movies, which are too much geared towards stupid comedy, in my opinion. Ooh, Deborah. I wonder if there's a documentary on that. Fans Buses Gaming. We're going to end around 9, I think. Lisa says, I just finished Life and Beth. I really, really liked it. Yeah, I thought it was good. I want to see Michael Cera's character in New York City. So I hope that's where they take it for season 2. I hope that whole relationship moves out of the countryside and into the city. I think that would be the right thing to do with that series. But yeah, anything Amy Schumer does is worth watching. It's like she's like Will Arnett, like one of those people you'll always watch. Pritchard Cullen, I did not hear about that story. Let's put them all together and call it the Batman. Oh, there's a lot of people yelling out my apartment. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's like a full-on screaming match happening outside. The shooting. Yeah, we've talked about that to death, unfortunately. It's very, very sad. And equally sad is the one at Dundas and George Street from the same guy. Your cousin is a huge Batman fan and hates it when you claim yourself to be Batman. What are you up to for Easter, Estelle? I don't know. Apparently I'm going down to the beaches to film a parade. Yeah, Clayton, I think the DC movies better capture like that sort of comic book atmosphere a little better than the Marvel movies. They're a little too slapstick, haha, for me, but I get it. Chris Mill says superhero movies have jumped the shark. Well, again, I think we can blame Marvel for pumping them out. Sorry, Vivian Johnson says, have a great rest of the night. Thank you, Vivian. My night is just beginning. Uh-oh. Toronto 2, Oakland 1. Top of 6. Runners on the corners. 1 out. We need a double play ball now. Lisa Palmer says, the Batman Begins was good too. Oh, that was excellent. Here comes Johnny on the camera. Is the camera still on? I want to see something here. Do I have it? Do I have something here? Okay, so this is that same video that we just watched. Can you guys tell me what's different about this? Same video, we just watched it. But something is very different. Who can guess what's so different about it? Marie Palmer says that was a deja vu moment. Do you like the show Kings of Queens? I used to like it. Lisa called it reverse. Do you guys like this reverse view? Let me know. This will be the last poll of the questions. Last poll of the night. 61% love to procrastinate. 33% do things early. I don't know why I worded this like that, but hey. And 6% of you like to eat hot dogs made out of rats. I have posted the question if people like... It's like we're going forwards in the wrong lane and everyone's going backwards. I posted a poll. Let me know if you like this. It looks like you're driving in the UK. Clayton Crawford says, this is very freaky. I like it. So far, 58% like it, 37% don't. And 5% of you only like moldy jelly beans. That means you like nothing else in life. Thank you, the Mighty Bull. I thought Paul Blart was kind of funny. Susan Young calls it Stumbles Vision. Hey, it's the end of a Stride stream. We can let some stumbles in here. All right, the Jays have 2 outs now in the top of the 6th. And the side armor is on the hill. All right, Brad Palmer. Have a great evening, Johnny and everyone. See y'all soon. Thank you, Brad Palmer. Have a great night. Hope to see you on one of my upcoming streams. Julie loves this backwards thing. Igmeda says it's fun. All right, Whitby dude, have a great night. So maybe... Ooh, look at me. Reverse out. Maybe we'll bring this back at some point. We'll find a way to make this we'll sprinkle in some backwards videos if people like it. I just don't want people to think like, oh, that's stupid, that's lame, you know, that makes me feel sick. You should have put a sometimes option, since I like them sometimes. Well, it would only be sometimes. They'd be mixed in there. Jay's almost out of a jam. We're going to wait until this batter is finished. The pedestrians are walking backwards. They are, Clayton. We need stumbles high on edibles while watching this. Maybe. This would be kind of trippy if we were high watching it. Ooh. Runners on second and third. Jay's getting in trouble. It's your fault makes him dizzy. Sorry about that. I don't think it's not going slower and it's perfectly stable. Why would this make you dizzy? Future calling. Jay's got the third out, says Chris Mills. Oh, my stream that is perfectly legal must be delayed. It is actually. It's MLB TV. Hey, the Jays got the third out. Sweet. Thanks, Chris Mills, for paying for cable TV so you could give me that message before my MLB TV stream got it to me. I remember watching Blue Jay games in the playoffs. I only had the MLB TV subscription, and I heard like cheering from my neighbors whenever they were on the road, and I knew the outcomes before I watched them. Same with the Raptors when they're in the playoffs. The year they won the championship, I could know the outcome before I saw it, just based on like the noise eruptions from outside of my apartment. Anyways, people, have yourself a great Easter. Thank you to our mods for doing their thing tonight. Thank you to our channel members and Patreon members for your support. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit that like button on the way out. I don't ask or beg often, but I'm doing it now. Just kidding. Do it if you want. And I'm probably going to stream on Sunday night on the Johnny Stumbles channel, and I will randomly stream throughout next week on this channel. Don't know when the next one is. Probably Monday or Tuesday. I don't think there'll be one on Sunday. But thank you guys. Jonas wasn't following me on YouTube, but has been watching my videos for over a year. It's all good. It's all good. But thank you guys. I'm going to end the poll. 55% like the backwards view. 38% don't. And now we just be floating around some different cities. All right, guys. Go Blue Jays. If you're into fighting, watch Bellator at 10 p.m. It is the best free card you will ever see if you're an MMA fan. Not quite, but it's up there. Anyways, guys, thank you. Happy Easter, happy long weekend, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.